Hey guys, today we're reviewing the Fondjoy Ironman MK6 model kit. I have always been an Iron Man fan and have grown up with the Iron Man 2 movie, causing me to fall in love with the MK6. Over the years, I've mustered a decent collection of Iron Man, mostly Lego, but I've never had a definitive figure of the MK6. Now I've got one, and the best part is, it scales well with my Marvel Legends. I bought mine off of AliExpress for about $6 due to it being 90% off, and it's just great. It comes on sprues like a standard model kit, they are easy to remove, and there are quite a few small joints, which you should be careful with. While building it, I had broken the wrist ball joint and had to super glue it in the arm. Luckily, it didn't affect the figure whatsoever. I would also recommend slightly sanding down the ball joints in the wrists due to them being way too tight. One really nice thing is that you don't need any glue to build this kit. It all snaps together pretty cleanly. That said, I'd still recommend gluing a few parts just to be safe. The wrist joints, elbow pads, hips, and the bottoms of the feet can sometimes be a bit loose or fragile, depending on the copy you get. Moving on, this kit comes loaded with an awesome assortment of accessories. You get 3 different pairs of hands and even dedicated wrist guards, one set designed for flight and another for those epic laser firing moments during the final battle against the hammer drones. There's also the Mark IV chest plate, a few sizes of blast effect pieces for repulsors and the lasers, plus replacement yellow eyes if you'd rather go with something different instead of the standard silver. And as a bonus, you'll find a few extra replacement joints in the mix. Oh yeah, and it even comes with a display stand. It's actually a decent one too. If you had more of these kits, you could link the stands together and set them up like a mini Hall of Armor, which is honestly such a cool bonus. Now onto the comparison. Here's how he stacks up next to a bunch of different figures from my collection. First up, here he is next to 2008 Satellite Iron Man. They've got similar vibes, and the scale actually isn't too far off. Next to a KO of the SH Figure Arts Mark 50. They look awesome together, but the Mark 50 is a bit short. Here he is with the Age of Ultron Hulkbuster, which makes him look tiny. And you can't forget the Lego version of the Mark 6. Obviously way smaller, but cool to see them side by side. Next is Gamer vs. Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. Then we've got Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine Marvel Legends line. This one's fun. The 2002 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Definitely showing its age, but still iconic. And finally, for something totally different, here he is next to Earthrise Optimus Prime. Not in scale at all, but hey, it's always fun to throw a Transformer into the mix. Now for the Poseability. He can look down that far and not that far up. Slight tilt. Can look that far. The arms can go out that far. The shoulders can drop. A bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, a wrist swivel, barely any front or back crunch and or tilt, can twist that far, legs can go forward, even further on drop down hinges, a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, feet can extend to move forward and back, as well as an ankle pivot. Now onto the Poseability. So yeah, I really like this figure. It's a solid model kit and honestly, it just looks glorious on display. The sculpt, the colors, the accessories, for the price, it absolutely holds up. Now, it's not the most articulate kit out there, especially in the torso area where there's not much movement. So posing can feel a bit limited compared to some of my other model kits. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, there are a few build concerns. Some parts feel a little loose or fragile, and you might end up needing glue in a few spots. But aside from that, it's just a really fun and rewarding build. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Thanks for watching. If you're into model kits or just love Iron Man like I do, this one's definitely worth checking out.